Hi there, Sandra here. Today I'm doing a quick video on how to use Canon Creative Park files in Leonardo Design Studio to cut them. Now I emphasize that these files are not to be shared and they are for your own personal use. There are restrictions on the way that you use them and you need to read the regulations on the site for that. Now, I'm not saving these files, I'm not doing anything else to them except using software to cut them out for me because I am terrible at fussy cutting. When you get the PDF from Canon Creative Park, you'll find you can't import PDFs into the Leonardo Studio. You need to make them into PNGs or JPEGs. You can do that if you've got other programs such as Procreate. There are other forms of software that will do that exact same thing for you. But the other thing that you need to do in order to use them is to add some marks that are the same for every single page that you're using in the same place, the same size, etc. And these are what these blue marks are. I have put just blue dashes. You could use rectangles, you could use squares, triangles, whatever you like, but they have to be placed at the outside of your biggest image that you need to cut out, and they have to be repeated on each layer. So if you're doing it in Procreate, you make one page of marks and you apply those marks, you duplicate them, you apply them to every single layer that you're printing. You have to do that because otherwise, when Leonardo sorts everything out, it's going to give bounding marks to the cut area and not the page. And because it does that, if you have another page, for example, that might only have a couple of things on it, you're then stuck because you don't know what size it's supposed to be without doing a lot of measuring, which is a lot of hassle. So this is the easy way around it. Now I'm going to reduce my mask tolerance a bit, down to about 15. And what I'm going to do is click on the drawing tools. And this tells me what I've actually got on my mask at the moment. So this is working out pretty well, but I don't want to cut out the numbers. I don't want to cut out Canon. I don't want to cut out this, and I don't want to cut out this. So I'm going to use the rectangle tool, and it's on remove brush, which is there, not include, remove. And I'm just going to draw rectangles over the bits that I don't want to include. Now I've got a couple of marks on here where I originally did this and it was a full rectangle and I just erased bits, but obviously I haven't erased it completely. So I'm just taking out the bits that I don't want to cut out. Have I got anything else I need? The Canon. So that looks like it's going to do it. Click on next and it's going to do its magic. At the moment with Leonardo Studio, you cannot remove these lines, because if you do, it will do the bounding box around these. You need these to be there, okay? And I'm happy. It doesn't make too much difference. I'm going to cut 4 little bits out here. I can cope with that. Now, this is what I mean by resizing. This was almost a full A4 page. This is an A4 page, but this definitely isn't. Now I've worked out that the maximum size I can have is about 18 centimetre. 18. There we go. You must have your proportional resize in because otherwise it'll completely mess things up. Now as you can see, I'm getting the red marks here because it doesn't like it. But if I go to the artboard and I put page marks on instead, it copes with it quite happily. There I have all the bits that I need to cut out, so I can send my design, all the artwork, send. And it gives me my cut lines and it gives me my print for my print and cut. Now because I have these marks on here and I have them on all the other pages, I can resize each page to the correct size. That means my model's going to work. If I didn't do that, it isn't going to work. So that's how you do it. And now I'll show you what the model looks like when it's finished. You can download the file from Canon Creative Park if you want to do the same one. And now I'm going to show you the result. My dinosaur. He's pretty good. The people who design these do an amazing job. I've got a lot of models that I've made from this site that are things like florist shops and patisserie shops and things like that. Now the file does include a cover for the card, an outside to it as it were, and it also includes an envelope, but I'm going to be using my own on this because I like the inside of my card, if I'm doing one like this, to be a complete and utter surprise to the person who's opening it. So I will put something completely innocuous on here, nothing to do with dinosaurs whatsoever. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again soon. Take care now.